Hello everybody, I am Dr. Kaushik Mukherjee from Physics Department, BB College Asansol. Here in this lecture, I want to give you some introductory notes on amplitude modulation and its types and how it can be generated, uh, or better to say, first of all, we want to know what is modulation. Modulation is the process of changing some characteristic of carrier signal in accordance with a modulating signal or baseband signal. A modulating signal is represented by equation 1, mt is equal to am cos omega m into t, where omega m is the frequency of the modulating signal, which is very low in comparison with the carrier. The carrier is represented by Ct is equal to AC cos omega Ct plus phi t. If you uh, see that carrier has three important properties which can be changed or modulated according to the modulating signal. It is AC, the amplitude part, omega c is the frequency part, and phi t is the phase part. For the moment, we do not consider the phase part phi t and make it 0 for our next calculations without any loss of generality. So, if the modulating signal AC, AM, or MT changes the amplitude of the carrier, then it is called amplitude modulation, because the amplitude of the carrier is changed or modulated in accordance with the modulating signal. So this can be done by just adding a part KAMT with carrier amplitude, and it becomes AC plus KAMT. It is represented by AT, and you can see that AT is time varying, so it is the modulated amplitude of the carrier. Now we are interested to see the form of the amplitude modulated wave. So the modulated signal amplitude can be written as AT is equal to AC into 1 plus KAMAC cos omega m into t, where AT is equal to AC into 1 plus MA cos omega mt, where MA is equal to KAM by AC is called modulation index and has limits 0, less or equal to MA, and less or equal to 1. K is called modulation sensitivity, because more is the value of K, more is the value of modulation index also, and more is the effect of modulating signal on the carrier amplitude. This is why K is called modulation sensitivity. So the amplitude modulated carrier signal uh, can be written like this: EAM is equal to AC 1 plus MA cos omega m into t cos omega ct. In this case, without any loss of generality, we have taken phi is equal to 0. So after some manipulation, it can be written like this: AC cos omega ct, the carrier part, half MAC cos omega c plus omega mt is the higher frequency part, and half MAC cos omega c plus minus omega mt is the lower frequency part. So equation 5 represents an amplitude modulated signal, and from this it is clear that the amplitude modulated signal is frequency shifted by omega m on both sides of the carrier frequency, that is omega c plus m and omega c minus m also. So its bandwidth will be more. The second point is that uh, the amplitude of the modulated signal varies in between A max is equal to AC into 1 plus MA, and A minimum is equal to AC into 1 minus MA. So they produces they produce an envelope type of thing. And from these two amplitudes, A max and A minimum, we can define modulation index, which is also called depth of modulation, like as shown in the figure equation 6. So depending on the type of modulating signal and uh, carrier amplitude, nature of the carrier amplitude, we have ordinary modulation, as I have mentioned up to now, and there are another types of amplitude modulation uh, we can say about is a double sideband modulation, in which both the sidebands are transmitted. It may be with carrier or without carrier. When the carrier is also transmitted, it is called transmitted carrier double sideband or DSBTC, and if the carrier is suppressed, then it is called suppressed carrier DSB or DSB-SC. Similarly, if only one sideband is transmitted, so it is called single sideband. So when single sideband modulation is used with carrier, it is called SSBTC or single sideband transmitted carrier, and when the carrier is suppressed, it is called SSB-SC or single sideband suppressed carrier modulation. Between these two, DSB or SSB, there is another kind of amplitude modulation technique which is called vestigial sideband modulation, which is very interesting and is a compromise between SSB and DSB because of their advantages with respect to modulation, demodulation, etc. So vestigial sideband modulation normally is used in video signal transmission system, and we discuss it later. So here my point is that there are different type of amplitude modulation we can say about. Next, we intended to know how what is the spectrum of amplitude modulated signal. So here is the spectrum of modulating signal. As you can see that there are plus omega m and minus omega m, cos omega mt plus minus, and below the modulated signal envelope, and there is a maximum amplitude and minimum amplitude, as it is clear from the figure also, and on the right it is its frequency spectrum. As you can see that there is two frequencies ranges, omega c plus minus omega m and minus omega c plus minus omega m. So on both sides of omega c and minus omega c, there are two sidebands, uh, the lower sidebands and upper sideband are there. So this is the spectrum of ordinary amplitude modulation, and the signal waveform is also shown in this diagram. So what we know about AM, how it is mathematically expressed, and how its spectrum is, and next we say about the power contained in the amplitude modulated. So as far as the power is concerned, the carrier power is given by AC by root 2 the whole square is equal to half AC square, and the sideband powers are lower sideband power P LSB, upper sideband power P USB are MA AC by 2 by root 2 whole square is equal to 1/4 MS square AC square, and the total power is given by 1 plus MS square PC. And for 100% modulation, as you can see, this is 1.5 PC, which is the maximum power of an amplitude modulated wave. So up to this we have considered only mathematical expressions for amplitude modulated wave and some calculations regarding the spectrum and power of an amplitude modulated signal. In the next lecture we give you some technique how we can generate DSBSC, DSBTC, SSBSC, SSBTC, and VSB modulated signal also, and their demodulation techniques will also be discussed. So thank you for now.